What's up, truckers? Tricky Mick here. Hope you're doing well. Hope you got the shiny side up, as I like to say. Today we're going to be talking about how mass immigration has destroyed the trucking industry and some of the future prospects of the industry as well. We got 5 points to talk about. So first of all, when it comes to how long it takes to get your license, it's only 1 to 2 months in the United States, and in Canada it can be 1 month or as little as 2 weeks. So first of all, the pay rate is only 55 to 65 cents per mile sometimes for over-the-road long-haul drivers, and it's not going to go up when there are constantly new drivers, high turnover rate, and a government pushing narratives about truck driver shortages that don't really exist. And this is something that we've seen in the past. Oh, truck driver shortage, try this program. Truck driver shortage, try that program. And I see it pushed by a lot of states as well. So second, there's too many drivers for the amount of jobs that are available, and freight's gotten so bad that countless companies are shutting down and mass layoffs are happening in some instances, like with Yellow Trucking. And I mentioned on another video about how the company I am at has recently had a reduction of almost 25% of the drivers that we have. So third, there's too many truck driving schools. There's 413 truck driving schools in the United States. And in these schools, you see a ton of people signing up for these classes, resulting in lower standards where drivers don't even learn simple things like hooking up a trailer, bad weather driving, and especially mountain driving. We're seeing accidents where drivers are completely passing up multiple runways, and unfortunately, we've seen quite a few deaths because of that. And it really makes the industry worse for all of us. Fourth, massive turnover in the industry. People are getting into the trucking industry because they think it's easy to get into, and it is actually pretty easy to get into. Like I said, 1 to 2 months in the US, less than 1 month in Canada, and it's a lot shorter than other programs like becoming a mechanic, plumber, or going to college for a couple of years. It's a real fast track way for those of us that plan to stay in this industry and actually succeed over a long period of time. But they see or know someone who's making good money and think it's easy to actually go out there and make big bucks. It's not. And this results in drivers quitting because of various reasons, but it really comes down to expectations versus reality. And then number 5, so the companies are the only ones benefiting from all of this. They get away with paying lower wages, sometimes paying 1099 for drivers who are definitely not contractors, and all around avoiding an increase in pay whenever possible. And to be honest, truck drivers today are making no more than my grandfather did about 20 years ago in many, many cases, especially in some of the specialized fields like tankers. And there's specific programs that actually sponsor immigrants and allow drivers, specifically immigrants, to be taken advantage of completely. Sometimes we're seeing deductions for minor things like bumping a fender here or there when, they're not the owner of the truck, they're not responsible for damages, they're not responsible for that truck as a company driver. The same way that someone who works in an office wouldn't be responsible for a computer or something like that. It's a piece of equipment that they don't own. It's what the company owns. And this doesn't even begin to start on some of the issues when it comes to like the culture barrier of old school versus new school truck driving, illegal immigrants getting licenses, and older drivers leaving the industry because wages aren't going up, which really doesn't benefit the industry at all and makes it worse for everyone. In reality, drivers would be making almost double what they're paid today if we solve some of these problems, along with things like the special overtime exemption where commercial drivers are exempt from receiving mandatory overtime. But that's what I think about it. Let me know in the comments what you think, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this.